Hey guys, it's Lexi and Kenny. I am so sorry that we haven't posted in a while, but we should be able to now because it's summer.
And we're going camping!
He has been waiting all morning. He has been carrying that thing around. Can I do it yet? Can I do it yet? So if you'll notice, he has glasses now.
I like 'em.
I think you look smart. They told us at school that he was having trouble seeing the board, so his teacher had him tested at school, and they said he needed glasses. So we took him to the eye doctor and got him some glasses, but they're pretty cool. Look, they're already kind of starting to shade. They turn into sunglasses in the sun, and then they've also got that glare protection for when he's on a screen. So, all right, I'm gonna back the car out and park it over there so that we can start loading stuff into the trunk.
And now I gotta clean it up.
So I got the car parked over here. Kenny's kind of cleaning up some of the confetti. I will help him. But last year when we went to Mohican State Park, we showed you guys us loading everything into the car. So we don't want to be like repetitive and show the same stuff over and over again. So this year we're just gonna kind of show you the before and after of packing the car. We're not gonna put the whole process. Plus, last year we had to pack stuff on top of the car because we were going further away, and this year we don't need to do that. So we're also gonna show you some of the other things that we do to get ready for the camping trip. So here we go. So we are not gonna tell you where we're camping this year because it is literally like 20 minutes away from where my parents live, which is like 10 minutes away from where we live. Last year we told you, because you all know that we're in Ohio, and Mohican State Park is like a big park in Ohio, and we had to go quite a ways to get there. So we're just to protect ourselves and keep ourselves safe. We don't want anyone to know where in Ohio we live. But this is the campground that we go to every single year. And so I talked with Kenny, and he decided that he wanted to do every other year Mohican, every other year our normal campground. So which is this one. So what I have done is I make us a binder. It's called our camping binder every year. And it's got in it, before we go, Kenny fills that out. Then we kind of fill out our meal plan. And then I have like checklists of what to buy, what to pack. And then in it, he's got a little camping journal that he fills out. And then each day, he fills out the best part of the day, worst part of the day, best food I ate, drawing of the day. He circles his mood and circles what the weather was for each day. And then there's another little camping journal that he fills out where it's just a drawing, and it starts out with I packed. So he said he packed the car because he's going to help us pack the car. And then I camped in a tent because we're going to camp in a tent. No, that's a good tent.
Okay.
So then he's going to do like 2 pages a day on that. And then for if it's rainy, these are scavenger hunts that we can do while we're there. And then for if it's rainy, we have some stuff like tic-tac-toe, drawing comics, some word searches, and some Mad Libs.
I love those.
Yeah, we both
Last
like the
year,
Mad Libs.
I made one really okay.
Yeah, they can be kind of funny, huh? So that's our little camping binder. We also take like books and puzzles and stuff, because we always end up having one day where it rains. And we end up either in the tent the whole time, or we go into our car. So
these are some of the things that we do while we're on the camping trip. First, we go hiking, and there's a bunch of different trails at our campsite, and we find snails and slugs. Another thing that we do is swimming in the pond. And I know that sounds gross, but we take a shower right after we do that. And I go fishing, and there's a couple different ponds, and one pond is for swimming, and another one is for fishing. I also like to sit around the fire eating s'mores. And while I sit around the fire, I'm also waiting for it to get dark so I can go and catch some fireflies or lightning bugs or whatever you want to call them. I usually play on the playground a little bit, and I also play with Survivor. That's pretty much it.
Okay, so what I'm doing is I am getting stuff ready for Bubba because we are not going to be able to take Bubba with us camping. He would not be able to handle it. So we're leaving him here, and we have friends and family that are gonna come over and feed him and let him out to go to the bathroom and spend some time with him while we're gone. So I'm writing out the instructions. This is his food cup. He gets 1 cup of food in the morning and 1 cup of food in the evening. Fill it all the way up. And then this is his water cup. Give him like 1 or 2 of these every time you come over to let him out. If you give him more than that, he will pee in his crate. So that's why you have to give him so little. And then they're supposed to like let him run around outside for 15 or 20 minutes. If it's too hot, let him go to the bathroom and then bring him in and play with him in here for 15, 20 minutes and then put him back in the crate. And we have people coming 3 or 4 times a day to take care of him, so he's not just sitting in the crate the entire time. So he's being taken care of, and he is perfectly content to just sit and relax. He sleeps a lot, so he's a dog that doesn't need a lot of physical activity. And we even got him a nice big giant tasty bone that we're gonna leave in his crate, and when they come over to check on him, they're gonna make sure they look for any small pieces and take them out, just in case. And if Survivor were to get jealous that Bubba got one of these, we got one for her too. We're gonna take that on the camping trip, so she's got something to chew on the camping trip too. So right now I'm just kind of writing out instructions. I'm gonna label, and I've got the cups labeled too, and then I'm gonna write out instructions for morning, afternoon, evening. Okay, so I am leaving everything right here on the table. They know where the food is out in the sunroom. It may seem excessive, but I just want to make sure he's taken care of, and Bubba needs a lot of love and attention and routine. So that's why. I feel horrible leaving him behind.
I really do.
And I know he's probably going to he's going to be
Upset.
wondering if we're coming back. So that is why. All right, so I've got morning, afternoon, night. Okay, we're good to go. Okay, so we are ready to start packing stuff into the vehicle. Like I said, we're not going to record this part because we showed it last year. So we will show you when we're all done. Let's go play Tetris. All right, we got everything packed into the back of the car. We got a couple things up front. We need to go to the store and get like the ice and a couple more things. Then I'm gonna have Kenny pack the cooler. That's your job. And then the cooler's gonna go in the front seat next to me. And then we gotta go to my parents' house and get firewood. If we can fit the firewood in my car, that's what we're gonna do. If we can't fit it in there, then my dad will follow us up there since it's so close, with the firewood. That way we don't have to use the thing for the top of the car. So why don't we get the dogs inside so they can cool off, and then we will head to the store.
Okay.
We went to the store and bought the last minute things we needed to buy, and we have the ice. So I'm gonna help Kenny get the ice in the cooler, and then he's gonna pack it. All right, we're good. So what we did is we froze some of our own ice so I didn't have to buy too much because ice is expensive. And then we also froze some of our water bottles so that we have cold water to drink and it acts as more ice in there. As they melt, we'll just add more of the warm water bottles into the cooler to cool those off. So it works out real well. So now the only things that we have to put in the car are the cooler and the rest of the water bottles, which we can just take the water bottles out and shove them random places. Then we will load the child and the dog up and go get the firewood. Let's go. So we are in the car, we are all packed up. It is starting to sprinkle, so I am hoping we can go get the firewood from my parents and get to the campsite and at least get the tent set up before it really starts to rain. So here we go. Wish us luck. You can't even see Kenny. Survivor's just taking up the whole screen. Do you see his hand? All right, here we go. Whew, we are here. We've got everything set up. And it is hot. So it was raining when we took off and it was raining really hard. We went all the way to my parents' house and we got the wood. We didn't have room for it in the car, so he put it in his car and followed us up here. And when we got up here, it wasn't really raining here all that much. So luckily we didn't have to try to set up in the rain and we didn't have to try to wait for the rain to finish and then everything be completely soaked. When we got here, we did find out that the campsite we always come to the same exact campsite. They cut the tree down. That was our shade, and that was the tree we tied our dog to, and they said that they had cut a bunch of trees down. So we asked to move campsites, and they moved us down a couple sites so that we have a tree, and we still have an entrance to the trails. So we'll go around and show you our campsite. So there's the tree hooked up to Survivor. And she's got some toys and she's got a water bowl there. That's also what we use for food. There's our tent that we've got set up right close to the tree, so it's got shade. And then over here we've got our canopy, and that is set up also under some trees for shade and protection from the rain. Right next to that, we've got our picnic table, and in those trash bags back there is all of the wood. And right behind us is the entrance to one of the trails. Then we have our fire pit, and we've got our chairs set up and our tote. And then we've got our car parked right there. So that is our campsite. Are you excited, Kenny?
Yep.
So we will show you the different areas of the campground too. Right there, right across from us is the bathrooms. So yay, we're a little bit closer. So right down there is our old campsite. Excuse me. See right there, that's the stump of the tree that was cut down. So we're not that far away. So there's a little shelter house right there too. And then you can kind of see right there in between, over there is where the playground is. So it's real close within walking distance too. We are getting ready to go down to the campground. We had to use the restroom and then I had to call my mom real quick. We found a little baby toad. See? We find all sorts of animals out here. So we are down at the playground now. They have changed a lot of stuff. Every year it's like they take one of the older toys out and like put something brand new in. So Kenny's playing. I'm here at the little gazebo. We've got Survivor hooked up here. We brought our water. So I'll go ahead and I'll show you some of the different parts of the playground while he plays. There he is playing on that. And behind that, I don't know if you can see it, is like the little merry-go-round thing. That's one of the older ones as well. That's the thing where kids get on, you spin it and they go flying off in different directions. Yeah, that one. Then that little spider thing has been here, but that is new. There used to be like a little balance beam thing over there that I think was originally teeter-totters. But they took that out. Then that used to be a giant metal slide, the kind that gives you like, you know, second-degree burns in the sunlight. So they took that out for a smaller plastic one. Then there's the gazebo. And there's a little fort thing you can climb on. And then there is like a slide, rock climbing wall, stuff like that. That is new. Those are really cool. I love those. You stand on them and you bounce on them. Over here, I think that's like a kiddie area where it's like kiddie swings and then a roller. There is like the bigger swings. That is new. I'm not sure what that is. I think that's like also for like smaller kids because that slide looks really small. You can climb up those chains. There used to be chains on both sides, so I think they took them off the one, and then it's like little monkey bars. And then that thing that Kenny was just hanging on is like a little umbrella spinny thing. You jump up and grab like those bars, and then it like spins around while you hang on to it. What's that?
I think it's just a hit.
Yeah, they added a little musical thing so you can play music. That was smart that they attached the mallets because I bet you they would lose them if they didn't. Oh, he's gonna try the roller thingy. How fast can you get it going? And over there, we've got Survivor. She's peeking out like, "Mother, why have you forsaken me?" Got it? All right, let's see if I can do this. Ooh, it starts spinning as soon as you put your foot on it. Mm-hmm. Ooh. Ooh. We might have to cut some of this footage if I fall on my face. I don't like it. I don't know, I can't even get comfortable. I don't think this one's for me. Okay, I'll try something different. Ooh, these aren't what I thought they were. I thought these were the things where you stand on them and jump. These are like little walker things. I might be able to do this one. Oh yeah, this one's way easier. That feels weird though. It's harder to do them both at the same time.
To me, it's a little bit easier.
Is it?
Yeah.
See, to me, this is easier. That'd be an interesting workout.
Yeah.
Do this for like an hour a day. Alright, he took off with Survivor so she could get some running in. She was kind of bored just sitting there. So I told him he could go ahead and take off with her. We are back from the playground. We got a little hot and tired. So we laid in the tent for a little bit, snacked on some chips. And then we are now going over to the showers and we're gonna take a shower. Then we're gonna go back and build a fire so we can have dinner and just kind of relax for the rest of the night. So see you in a little bit. We are showered. Oh my gosh, that was a debacle. So the ones across from our campsite, the showers weren't working. All you have to do is push on the knob and water comes out, and we were both pushing and pushing. There's 2 showers in there. They would not turn on. So we got in the car. There are other bathrooms around the campground, and we went down to a bathroom at the other end, and luckily those showers were working, and I think we're gonna go down there from now on because they are so much bigger. And the water, yeah, was a lot warmer. Normally the ones down here are like freezing cold, but that was borderline too hot for me, but he loved it. He likes hot showers.
It was perfect.
I like hot showers too, but not when I'm already sweating. I need a cold shower. But not a cold shower, but you know what I mean. So we are back at the campsite, and we are going to get some dinner for the dog and some dinner for us. We're gonna have hot dogs over the fire. Does that taste good, Survivor? We had to hook her up with the leash to the table because the end of this broke off. See, that broke off from there, so I had to try to tie it, and I even hooked this up to try to keep it closed because we tied her up to it once and she got off because it untied itself. Tied her up again and it seemed to work, but we were real nervous leaving to go shower because we weren't just walking across to the playground or over to the bathrooms. So we fixed her up over here, and I think this is where we're gonna keep her when we have to go shower. Other than that, we probably will hook her up over here because she has more room. So yeah, it's been a great start to our camping trip. All right, I put lighter fluid on there. I kind of built it and then put lighter fluid on there. Yes, I cheat. I use lighter fluid. Sometimes I have to try 2 or 3 times before it'll stay lit.
Oh, there it is.
There we go. Please stay lit.
There we go.
Hopefully it stays lit because sometimes once the lighter fluid burns up, it goes out. Kenny is gonna do his journal. So usually once we've showered and we're waiting on the fire to kind of burn a little bit so there's some coals we can cook on, I'll have him do his journals for the day. So he's gonna do that. So we are done eating. We did the journal together and roasted some hot dogs over the fire and ate them. Now we are walking down to the camp store, and we're gonna get, like, they have like little ice creams and stuff like that. We're gonna get a treat for dessert, then we're gonna walk back to the campground and roast some marshmallows over the fire. This poor little guy, I think, is stuck on the window. I'm gonna try to get him free without him stinging me. Trying, bud. I'm trying. His foot is caught in there. Let me see if I can. Here. I'm trying, bud. Oh, I'm sorry, bud. There. Are you free? He's free. Oh, there he goes. We decided to kind of come in to the trails just a tiny little ways. Right there's the campsite. We just kind of wanted to scout a little bit and see where on the trails we're at. Kenny's up there. We're not going on a full-on hike. We ate, we're letting our food settle. It's nice and cool right now. It was so hot earlier. We were just sweating away. Now he's got a sweatshirt on because it's a little cooler than it was. What you doing?
Trying to make like a bridge.
You're making a bridge?
Yeah, like I'm trying to think something there.
That's kind of like a dip. I think at one point there was probably like a river, not river, but like stream or something that went through there. So there's just paths like this. Excuse me. Coughing a lot. And a lot of times we'll be looking down like this as we walk because there'll be snails and stuff. Hopefully we can find some snails this time. There are times where we find a ton of them, and then there's times where we don't find very many. Yep. So that's where we came down from our campsite. This is another way you can get out, and then you can also go down that way a little bit. Let's go back and see if he's gotten any further on the bridge. And see, there's lots of cover, lots of shade. So it's nice and cool in here too. How's it coming?
Good. I figured out why it wasn't coming.
What was going on?
There was a stake right here that was stuck behind this.
Oh, okay.
So I broke it off.
All right, let me see you coming back. You okay?
Yeah. It's harder this way. Should have stepped on that. That was close. Yes.
Yay, you did it!
No.
Aw.
Finally.
Yay!
My mom's trying it.
I don't think I'm gonna make it even halfway.
Found a hole.
Okay, there's a mosquito by my ear. Get away from me.
Nope. Alright, try coming back.
Yeah, it is definitely harder going this way. I'm definitely not making it.
Hope you don't fall.
Gee, thanks. Come with me. You come with me, Tree.
I mean, it'll bend, but
Oh, I see the lightning bugs starting to come out. This poor tree's gonna snap in half.
come on.
Nope.
Nope.
I can already tell you, the second I take a step, I'm gonna fall. You got further than I did, both ways.
Yeah.
I tried.
Okay.
Okay, look what I found.
Oh, the snail.
And it's alive!
Yes.
That's a big one, too.
Oh my gosh.
It was right in there. We were getting ready to head back because Kenny said he wanted to go to the playground again. And I was walking by, looked over and saw it. We'll go put it in our little container with our little toad. Oh, it's coming out to say hi.
Baby toad.
Hi. There it is, it came out. It was trying to climb up my finger.
I got another stalk.
All right, come open this so I can put him in there.
Oh. It's okay, Mr. Toad Jr.
There we go. All right, let's get ready and go down to the playground. I don't know how well you can see him because it's dark, but my child made a torch. Here, give me your flashlight. I'll shine it your way so they can kind of see. Okay? Be ready because it's going to be bright.
Okay.
Okay, see his torch that he made? That's pretty cool.
I made it with a paper plate and some tissues.
Yeah, but be careful
Yeah.
because it's dropping some stuff. You don't want it to drop it on you.
Mm-hmm.
That's really cool.
Oh, I can
He's
see
very creative. We went to the playground and came back and we threw the football back and forth for a little bit and now we're just kind of relaxing by the fire. And then we're gonna probably head back into the tent for the night here in a little bit. So that is the end of day 1 and we're gonna say goodnight and we'll see you tomorrow.